for another episode. Another episode of RickRetro and another episode of metalgearsolid. Yeah, let's get it started while I'm setting everything up. Hideo Kojima. Hell yeah, that movie gets me fired up for this game. That is epic. Maybe I'll just keep watching that over and over again. Conspiracy time. This is definitely the
Hudson
most
River,
conspiracy
2
heavy
years
one.
ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
Oh, badass, let's make an entrance. Kind of like Terminator.
Our boy is right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Kept you
Everything
waiting,
going
huh?
okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
I must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out
Alright,
where
I
the
was
tanker
testing
is
the
headed.
line.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake! Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, Are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. A chopper. What?
Brewskis.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon. How many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't
All
like
right.
Shadow Moses.
We
Retrieve
gotta
anything
sneak.
happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Hey, Smiley's.
Got it.
Smiley's
I'll be waiting
420.
just
What's up,
past the
bruh?
Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
How's it going? Do you have a good rest of your day after your stream? Alright, let's see if I remember all these buttons. Not that button. Shit. The guy up here. Oh my god, the Braves suck. Door's locked. Alright, still the same buttons. Kind of the same buttons as the first Metal Gear, more than the third. Because you don't really have CQC.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door is open.
Got him. Oh yeah, thanks for the lurk, Zax. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the lurk, man. Have a good rest of your night. Kill all the nerds, yeah. The Ruskies. I'm gonna get these nerds, man. They're taking over. It's the war of the nerds. Shit, I'm not alerted. There we go. Kills the nerds. Two to one. Nah, I'm not trying to come with a crew quarter. And I guess it doesn't matter. It's an achievement to kiss one of the posters, I think. I don't really know how to do it. Oh shit. Did I? No, it's an achievement to stuff a guard in a locker. So I'm gonna try to do that. I think I know what to do. You gotta... There, you kissed it. Got the achievement. Kissing booth. Kiss the poster in the locker. Kojima. What a guy. Damn, the Braves lost again. That should be an achievement too, yep. The Hurt Locker. Rays are slumping hard.
Raven.
Vulcan Raven. The USP first. Trying to figure out which way to go. I kind of forget. This is where I needed to go. Love the soundtrack too. Bombs.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
That's an achievement too. About to look up what the achievement is exactly. Alright, the achievement is to disorient an enemy with a cloud of smoke from a fire extinguisher. Okay. And there's a fire extinguisher up here. Shit. got the achievement. And he didn't see me.
What's that?
Nothing to see here. I just jammed it. Come on, let's move.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Or Russians.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Olga.
Shalashaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would once the mission was complete.
Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
You don't shave your armpits either.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there.
Yo,
Toss
Prophecy,
it
what's
over.
up, man? How you doing tonight, man?
Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
Just chilling, doing a little gaming. No beer drinking tonight. Just relaxing.
It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Not too shabby, she just said right after you typed that. What are the odds? What are the odds coming in here? It's the prophecy, alright.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit.
He
No one's
is.
ever
Hey,
dodged
it's
that shot of
prophecy.
mine.
Speaking
But
the
no one
truth.
gets lucky twice either.
Alright. You gotta hit the light. There you go.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life. Everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Alright, got her.
Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
That's cheating. There we go. Got her. Tranked her. Lights out achievement. Defeat Olga Gerluchevich. Gerluchevich. That's a fun name to say. It's not quite a fatality. It's just an unconsciousness overdose. It's a friendship. Oh, Carther. Boo. Can't please this guy, Carther. What's up, Carth? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're having a good one. First redemption.
Otacon, the
On
ship
top
appears
of
to
it.
be under their
Yo.
control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who
Fighting
they
the
are.
Russians
You do?
again, you know.
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
What's good, everybody?
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one
Braves
Ocelot was
lost.
supposed to meet up with after
They've
Shadow
lost
Moses.
like 4 or 5 games in a
Metal
row.
Gear.
They suck.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that.
Who won
I
that
saw
hockey
surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Days one.
There's
Did
something I
Florida
have to
or
tell you.
Edmonton win?
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
Let's see who won.
Never mentioned her before. So?
The sender.
Oh,
of the
they're still
tip
playing.
was
They're in
EE.
overtime. 3-3.
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emery?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap?
Sounds like
to
he's
lure us out
whispering
here?
at this
I
part.
don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a lighted
Yeah.
USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines.
Dags?
I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Like dags? Hat dags? I like to eat hat dags. Collect the dog tag. Achievement. Caravans. Snatch. I've seen Snatch. It's just been so long. I don't recall. Recons. There he is. Recons. You said recons, and he showed up. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming and chilling. All the legends are here. The squad. I need to watch Snatch again. It's been a long time. But I saw another one called Layer Cake. Have y'all seen that one? It's like similar kind of humor, I think. That one was pretty good too. Y'all know that one? It's got all like the same actors in it. Alright. Wet box. Dude, I feel like I've seen all those movies, but it's been a long time because I know I've seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, but it's been years.
Hey, Snake, you found a handgun.
It's a decent one. USP.
The USP fires real bullets, not the knockout rounds the M9 uses. You know that, right? The USP isn't equipped with a suppressor either. If you fire it when there are enemies nearby, they'll probably hear it. Keep that in mind. Having the USP
Tactics?
within combat
Final
vision,
Fantasy tactics?
being undetected is still the best way to go, okay?
Are you really camping outside of Toys R Us right now? You're lying. Are you serious? Wait, there's no Toys R Us's anymore. He's lying. Camping. He gotcha. It's a psych out, dude.
Who's that?
Shit. Oh, I shot his radio. Nice. Cheapness is camping. I thought he just had to go wait in line. He really got to camp. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought he was just going to pick his up at midnight. It might still be a shit show up there, though. Probably still be a line. Thanks for shouting out recons, whoever did that. Big oof. What's the last game that you guys... Have you guys ever been to a midnight launch? Shit. What was the last one? Oh, oof. Big oof for recons. Or for not for recons, for cheapness. I know back in the day I picked up Black Ops 3. Yeah. I feel like I picked up like Modern Warfare 2 at the midnight release. You got a line for Final Fantasy 13? There were a few games back in the day, like the Call of Duties for a few years straight were a big deal. I think I went and picked up Gears of War 3, like at midnight. Get your mom to go get it. Okay, yeah, my parents would not have gone and stood in line at midnight for me. That would never have happened. They would have just said, go get it tomorrow. Yeah, it was weekdays. It was always Monday nights. Good times. I feel like I went and picked up a Halo game there. I don't know which one. Maybe Halo Reach. Because I remember doing a Call of Duty because they had people like dressed in like military gear, like at a GameStop. It was kind of cool. That's funny. Kuman is like the it's like elementary school, right? Or something like that. I've heard of it. Come on. Is it called Come On? But with a K? And it's all one word? You were bad at math? That's I don't believe you. I've always seen the signs for the Come On things. I always wondered what it was. I had to do summer school one summer. I had to take one class. Oh yeah? Dude, what if I told you I still add on my fingers? No, I'm just kidding. Well, adding on your fingers isn't like that bad. Multiplication though, you gotta know that. Oof. Fell down the stairs. His yeah, they taught him to use his toes also. Now he can count to 20. They doubled his output. Toe shoes for the win. Yeah, true. If you'd have to wear flip-flops everywhere you went, or at least in math class. That's funny. Is it really? Like, you had a teacher, like, tell your parents, like, hey, sorry, this kid's still using his fingers to count. We gotta get him help before he's a child that's left behind. But, hey, man, it was the right call. Aren't you, like, a genius engineer now? And I know you're not using your fingers anymore, so. Ooh, forced math homework. I feel you though. I was like the opposite. I was an amazing student when I was like young, and then as I got older, I just stopped caring about making amazing grades in college, which is unfortunate, but hey. Shit happens. I guess you might as well be a bad student early and improve, right? Yeah, well, lucky for you now, no one even needs to do math anymore. Like, we all got supercomputers in our pockets. Is it pronounced come on, or is it pronounced like human, like the seasoning? I always wondered. Celebrate good times, come on. I got an achievement for getting every weapon type in the tanker by picking that up right there. Ooh, Mom. Mon. I played in a Rocket League tournament earlier today, and it was a threes tournament, and we got first tournament I lost game 1, and I got the second chance tournament, and I got all the way to the semifinals before we lost. I got to the first finals where it's best of 3, and we went to a game 3 overtime. Oh shit. And lost in overtime. That was annoying. Heartbreaking loss. Yeah, it was fun though. We won a bunch.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room.
We won one of the games like 9-1.
We'll return to position following patrol in the small room on the port side.
This is where I gotta go. Oh, he's like right in front of me. Shit. I got more incoming.
Send the replacement guard for the area.
Had played Rocket League tourney. You had some decent games, Carther. Dude, yeah, I haven't even been checking cards in that lately, just because of the battles. I keep dying in it. I think my enjoyment of that game, I haven't been playing it as much.
It's the intruder. Stay on guard. Send the replacement guard for the area.
Understood. Assigning your personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Or there's an event. Maybe I'll hop on there and see. Is it a hard deck though? These guys at. Carth, are you using ball cam yet? That's what I need to know. Still chasing the high of another rare pack. Otherwise, you'll probably stop. Damn, I've only just gotten the single good card packs, whatever they're called. Oof.
Snake.
Oh, you use
there's
both now?
another set of
Okay.
infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning.
Use ball
You
cam
can't
to
get in
track when
close
you're moving
enough to
around.
touch, so you'll have to shoot
You still
at it.
strike with the front cam? Hey, whatever
But
works.
the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The
Ball cam's
USB you
definitely
picked up
easier
should
to
do the
track
trick.
with.
Use that gun.
Dropping back to play the goal a lot. Yeah, I try to play defensive minded if I can. Oh shit, I shot the bomb and not the sensor.
What's going on?
Oops.
Snake! Snake!
I need to shoot the other thing. Where is this guy? The engine room? Nah, I don't. I need to go back to here. Snake! Dude, the graphical leap from Metal Gear Solid 1 to Metal Gear Solid 2 is insane. It's probably like as big of a graphical leap from Mario to like regular Mario to Mario 64. Alright, what do the sensors look like? Oh, that's the sensor. The green light. One. A few. One when you're in goal, now it's 1 to 4. Yep, it's like that, man. The Rocket League teammates are the bane of my existence. 2. How many are there? 3? I gotta smoke my cig. Gotta find that last one. There it is. Good to go. Yeah, rando teammates are horrible. We all need the 3 of us, like you mentioned earlier today, Carther. We all should try to game. We could just, not like stream it or anything, but just like put together.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed.
Play it sometime.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes. It's time for the
There's another
scheduled
ghost
session
picture
with the
coming up.
Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Used to play in the university, just do duels. Yeah, duos is sometimes a little better. Worse is if you're forced to play goal every time you see an opportunity to boost up and get an open shot. One of your idiot teammates flies in and crashes into you and deflects the ball. Yeah, all the time when I'm like lining a shot up is when a teammate just like obliterates me. More times than I can count. Yeah, dude. Yeah, maybe Saturday. Sunday I'll be gone all day, but Saturday should work for sure. Maybe I should have used the silenced gun. Annual of Pilgrimage is the Big Chicken. Yeah, that's our 4th of July. That's like Mecca for us down here. Pretty much. Nah, dude, I haven't been there forever. Dude, KFC is expensive these days, man, and the grocery store fried chicken is better. That's around here anyways. Shit. It is Saturday afternoon. Canada has a soccer match. Apparently I loaded the entire bag here. I'll read what you said. Canada's playing soccer? Okay. Who is Canada playing? Is it like an international? Is there a tournament going on right now? Qualifiers? They're always qualifying for something, soccer, right? Ukraine, interesting. That's crazy. Just the 21st century, whatever, it's crazy. You can literally be at war, and yet you're somehow still fielding international sports teams. It's just wild to me. Recots. You're gonna blackmail Ukraine to win this soccer match. What's it for though? Why is it like a fundraiser match, or just I guess a friendly? I don't know, man. Soccer does all their tournaments crazy. I don't know how it goes. Okay, that makes sense. I figured it was something like that. The World Cups are so far apart. It's like you got to have those teams practice at a high level somehow. Yeah. Well, I was just thinking Ukraine, but yeah, I feel you.
The stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
Women's soccer is
Sir, the Marine commander has started his speech already.
is amazing. That's all I'll say.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. I think the Team USA team did like the same kind of thing.
Who goes there?
All right, I did see a speedrunner do something here. He like aimed at a red pipe. Maybe it wasn't here. Actually, or there's more. Gosh, my aim. There's more. Oh shit. So ready for that. Oh gosh. The bomb. I was thinking about throwing a grenade here, but I don't know what it would do. I think I survived. Go. Saw a video of a pro women's team was having a match with some old dudes, and the ladies team captain was shit talking and proceeded to get whooped. Why? Yeah, why don't? Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Those old man strength or soccer leg, right? Shoot the bomb. Well, yeah, MMA sometimes the women are more entertaining because a lot of the guys just. They can't really trade blows. The knockouts are a lot quicker. The women can sit there and beat each other up. And dude, women's tennis is kind of the same way. They actually like volley and play tennis where the
Who goes there?
men's tennis is like 2 hard hits and the point's over. It's RickRetro.
Oh,
Here he is again.
Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Stop watching Watch Fed Retired. I never really watched it. I'll just like, if there's nothing on and it's on, I might watch it sometimes. Love playing it though.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
So so the Russians are the bad guys invading, and then he double-crossed the Russians. Again, just like he did in Metal Gear Solid 3, he just keeps double-crossing everyone.
Than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may
Yeah,
be
tennis is a
planning
great
change
sport. I hear
course.
pickleball is a lot of fun
The
too.
exits to the deck are all sealed.
I've never tried
What
it.
are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You hate pickleball?
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
I guess tennis players hate pickleball players, right?
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken
There's a couple
over.
Easter eggs in here
I'm
that
not
I'll get.
interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No.
What's your special name for pickleball?
They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gay tennis,
Not
huh?
the beach, that's for sure.
Dude, I mean, you say that, but it's like no running.
Okay,
You just have to
Let's
sidestep.
go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype.
It's kind of like
Do your
a
thing and
combination
take
of
pictures
tennis
that
and
speak
ping pong.
louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the
Great,
front.
great nickname
Front
though.
right,
Who ruined
front left,
pickleball
and a
for you?
close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear.
Yeah, they don't.
Just
But
let
I
someone
guess
try
it's
explaining away a clear
less
shot of
people
that.
play tennis now. The pickleball's encroaching on the
All
tennis.
right.
There's a civil war
Actually,
brewing
one little
between the
thing.
pickleballers
Just
and the
spit it
tennis
out.
players.
I'm used to things going wrong.
It's a
It looks
powder
like
keg just
someone's
waiting to
monitoring our
explode.
transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue.
Suburban
All they're doing is
neighborhoods
watching.
across the
It would
country
creep
are
me
gonna
out less if they tried to
burn
interfere
down.
with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst
Still want to
transmission
play
for now.
pickleball though.
What I want to do
I
is
gotta
use a
figure
different
out what
method
side
for
I'm
sending
on.
these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S.
I think,
military's
dude,
proprietary
Recons, I think all the weights
Managed
are
to
for
get
the
into that
pickleball courts
workstation
now.
and overwrote a part of the system software so I could
It's
remote install a little
it's the
app
new
I
craze.
Why bother with anything that
I
complicated?
told you, less running,
No,
man.
it's pretty simple,
People
really.
love sports with less running.
All you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way.
Oh,
And
nice.
one more thing.
Little backyard
The
tennis.
Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot
There's a
you.
park
Okay?
around here that has
How much
tennis
time
courts,
do
and
I
they're like
have?
first come,
I
first
hacked
serve,
into his personal
except for
files and took a look at the text of that
certain nights
speech.
of the week.
I'd say you have 7
They're not that
minutes.
great though.
Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right.
The
We'll
photos.
deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
I don't think I've saved yet.
At the moment,
You want to save, Snake?
Yeah, dude, see what it is. I don't think FM goes that high, man. Doesn't you know, it is a frequency band. So FM frequency might only go up. I don't think it goes up to 142.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all,
They're
all
on
for
their
one.
I forget
What
what the radio
this
is
all of a
called.
sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared.
AM
It's
probably
from the
goes up
Three
to 14,
Musketeers.
41,
The book, not the candy bar.
or
Anyway,
141.
It means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang
No,
up
AM
on
doesn't.
you too,
AM starts
I
at like
think.
600.
Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Dude, the stations here, we got like 100.5 is big,
every
101, 1033. All right, I gotta go. Hold number one. That's funny because I've been holding in at number one. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm here. Car came with a few free months of Cirrus before, and you just use your phone now. Yeah, dude. Every car, if your car has a Serum XM radio and you've never used the free trial on it, you can just
Whereas
literally call
nation on the
them and
globe knows the
they'll give you one. That's
specifications
what
for
I
Metal
did.
Gear.
Because
For
even if you buy a
example,
used car,
so
you
do a
can like
number of
tell them
rogue states.
you got a used car, you'll get a trial.
They are all working on
Cirrus was
deploying
cool.
their
The only
own
time I
Metal
used
Gear
it, I
Force
went
to
on. I
compete
had
with
like
the
a
US's
6-hour road
nuclear
trip I was
strike
going on,
capabilities.
so it was cool to have it
The
then.
world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Look, this one guy's in his underwear. You see him in the middle?
We
Can you guys see
initiated
him?
development of Metal Gear Ray as a
I'll
countermeasure
zoom
to these
in whenever
pirated weapons forces. The only thing that
we're
can
around
stand up
at the
to a
front.
Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear
True,
strategy
yeah, because
in the
with the
light of
satellite
military
radio, you
dominance
still have
spelled
to
out by Ray.
catch the shows like when they're happening. It's not like it's on demand.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will
How do
play
I
a
take a
central
picture of the
role
guy in
in
his
its military
underwear? I've never
affairs.
tried this before. I need to do it over here.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
There he is. All right.
Ours is not the
I use the camera. Zoom in with B, zoom out with A.
only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. But it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. There's a program that will add
Good. Okay. That's one of the Easter eggs for an achievement, and it's called sexting.
Players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail
Yeah.
our own
Make sure the
Ray
flash is
project.
off. Yeah, there's a lot of
But I
souls here.
promise you that they will
All right, and then we're gonna find the ghost up here, the Kojima
I
ghost,
have a daughter.
and Metal Gear Solid 2.
It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the
It's only going to be on front of the right screen here.
Father, I want to leave a better world for the future generations. As a soldier,
I believe it's in this room.
that is my duty.
There he is. Did you see him? Got the achievement.
At ease. Rest a little.
Still a rare achievement. Did I see Kojima in Cyberpunk? I don't know if I've ever found Kojima in Cyberpunk, but I know that I've what was I gonna say? I know that I found BB, the baby from Death Stranding, in it, and in the Death Stranding director's cut, there's some Cyberpunk stuff.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious, unlike the Army's Rex.
I think I heard something that he was in there. I'll have to look up that Easter egg. I love Cyberpunk too.
Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with
Probably
unerring
get
accuracy
Cyberpunk too.
and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
All right.
This new... You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray.
Alright, now I send him the picture. Like the pre-internet here. Password incorrect. Password incorrect. Password snake eater. Upload the photo to him.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
Codec
the first
moments.
Image is...
Here it is.
Ah, don't send me creepy stuff like this. What if I get possessed or something? Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate to ask, but can you try again? So, what's the last one gonna be? Didn't think Gerlukovich was involved, of all people.
Oh, it didn't save the underwear guy.
We need 4 images. One from the front.
Damn it, I gotta go back.
Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the man.
Yo, Big BL, MGS ghost hunting game? What? Yeah, I'd like it. I'm trying to get the
aftermath of Shadow Moses.
The underwear guy in here. No, he wasn't. Damn it. I'll just do it another time. Anyways, I can send him the picture of the guy in his underwear and get an achievement. Just have to do it next time. But that's all the ghost hunting in this one.
We have intelligence that there.
And what are my specific pictures again?
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
All right.
Anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left.
Oh, they're faking. Yeah.
Intruder to the right.
I'm not necessarily trying to get 100%. Maybe eventually, because I'm sure I'll play it again in my life sometime. I'll just collect them. That's kind of what I do, is when I go back to games, I know there'll be a couple achievements. I'll just collect them.
Intruder to the right.
Good.
Good.
Intruder in the back. Intruder to the right.
I go this way. Yeah, I can go this way. Okay. Yeah, that's so. I kept the first game installed, and I have this one. I might slowly over time play VR missions. They're fun. I've never played through all of them, so I won't try to grind them, but maybe just play them occasionally.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces.
The first-person ones are cool. Dude, I have Metal Gear Solid 1 on GOG, Good Old Games, and it's like modded or something. You can lock into first-person view and play the whole game in first-person. It's weird.
Chalk it up to old age. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory
I didn't get the word Marines on it, did I?
the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct...
Alright, I gotta go back over here. And near you can buy achievements for a shit ton of in-game currency. That's... Well... I don't know, achievements used to mean a thing. There's a lot of games that give you really easy achievements these days.
That is our mission. You will bear that in
Integral?
mind.
You could do it in Master Collection? How do you do it?
Proliferation and development of Metal
Is it
Gear
even in this in
technology
Metal Gear
are about
Solid
to
2? Can I
render
lock into
agreements
first
like the
person?
NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing
I'm
trend
not
to
familiar
further
with
their
how to do
own
it.
power and influence.
The Marines insignia.
The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms
There it
race of
is.
that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
Now I'll go back to the
The brain drain of nuclear
computer.
specialists in the
Okay,
black
Metal Gear
market
Solid
trade in weapons grade
1.
plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry
If
in
you
nuclear
finish it, you
weapons
can
since late
save
last
and play a
century.
run of the game.
Add Metal Gear
Integral.
to the
Oh,
mix,
integral. Okay.
the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over.
Oh, cool. It has new guardrails. I did not know that. I haven't played those other versions of it. I'll have to
Once
try
lived
that.
in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This
Not that
Metal
I
Gear
have
Ray
any of the
can bring
guardrails
other Metal
memorized
Gears
or
under
anything,
control
but
and ensure that we
that's
never
pretty
know
cool.
that fear again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians of this peace. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype.
All right,
designed to
just
be
snaking
operated by
around.
an onboard pilot.
I could
Its
probably
final
run,
form,
but
Ray will be unmanned.
Meryl's
driven by
dressed as a
teleassistance
snake.
and an autonomous control system.
Interesting. See, I know there's tons of secrets like that. I just don't know all the secrets. Okay, so Integral is like the international version with all the bonus stuff content, I guess. That's the version I'll play next.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. Okay, first up. This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. Okay, what am I seeing now? We only need one good shot of the lettering.
What?
And the next one is... Okay, this works.
Wait, so it didn't even give me front left and front right? Oh shit. I gotta hurry up now. So I guess from back here?
The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. Ray's completion, the Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics.
I'm cutting it close.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated in the end of the 20th century.
There we go. The Japanese director's cut, basically, and all the text is Japanese, but if you know the controls, it's cool. Okay. Does it have the English dub on it, I'm guessing? Or is even all the voice acting in Japanese?
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. Okay, first up...
Okay, cool, cool.
You're a pretty
I like
good
that.
photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
You'll have to check that
The
out.
last one is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into
Yeah,
a new world order.
that's crazy
with
Easter
Metal
eggs.
Gear Ray.
I've heard of some of the stuff, but I've been hearing
That
about
is
a lot of
all.
stuff I
Dismissed.
never knew about lately. Like, I've never played Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, which I think is this version. I just have the OG version on my PS2.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Yeah, and it could be
Gift
argued
of the
sometimes it
silver
has more
tongue.
movies than
They say
gameplay,
it's the
too.
mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Yeah, I've watched them all, dude. It's crazy. Metal Gear Solid 4 is nuts. Achievement. Meet Revolver Ocelot Spaghetti Cinema.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Old-fashioned standoff.
Nobody move. Understood?
Yeah, I just love these Metal Gear Solid games. They never get old to me. Death Stranding's the same way. I don't know if you played that, but it's phenomenal.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, you! Have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Damn, what a move. Got him.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
His arm's wigging out. This part always never really makes sense, but hey. Clone arm. It's controlling him.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
It's freaking out, man.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Sound like the death noise.
Takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Snake does love to go down, except you can't keep the man down. This part's so awesome. Just love it. Alright, 1v1.
Otacon, we have a problem.
Is it drinking in the water? Water can. Pressure wash. High pressure wash.
Snake!
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 Snake! You ready for the backflip?
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
The president's the bad guy. It's the president. Snake! That was the tanker incident. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off
That
the shore
snake
of
sounds
Manhattan.
different.
Your classic nightmare. It didn't
Why
take
could
long
that
for the
be?
government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell.
Big shell.
I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to shell 1.
Offshore decontamination facility. The big shell.
Rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on of the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
I don't want that to happen.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big
The beginning
Shell
of this game is very similar to the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 1.
And 2, disarm the terrorists
Or this
by
part
any
is.
means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden.
Raiden.
All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Suit's pretty awesome, though.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Alright, there's bugs. Oh, there's some items around here somewhere. can go in this water, but I don't think there's anything in here. Alright, enough milling around. I don't know why I always feel the need to explore like every room I come across. But you never know. You never know when you might need 20 grenades in your inventory that you just hold on to all game and never use. Alright. There is a guy who's just getting up. He must have gotten his ass whooped.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
That guy looks familiar. He's got really, they all have really tight suits on.
Colonel, there's definitely another
You gotta
intruder in
sneak
here
around.
besides
You
me.
can't have loose
That's
clothing
not a
when you're sneaking.
possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
Yeah.
We may not
Ballers.
know who he is, but he managed to take care of
They
every
probably, that's
sentry
what they
in the
call those
area.
kind of
An
pants.
all-out code.
Actually, they're called
Whoever he
ballers.
is, he's got some skill.
Because they're really
We need to
tight
get an ID,
in the
but for
crotch
now,
area.
You can take advantage of the
But
situation and
when
get
you're
to
sneaking
work.
and
There's a
fighting,
terminal
man,
in
you
front of
gotta
the
have
elevator,
everything tight,
a
you
node.
know?
Did you say nerd?
Not
Definitely no
nerd,
parachute pants.
Node.
Oh,
Use the node
Not for
to gain
sneaking.
access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
then what?
You gotta
Fill
have
up
the
the
tightest
map of the
pants
structure.
possible. I mean,
That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That
I don't know how you
radar
go to
came
the
in
bathroom
useful during VR
during a
training.
sneaking
A
mission.
radar system
That suit is on there
uses
tight. There's not
biological
any
magnetic
zippers or
fields as
anything.
input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Looking for the nodes.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
Yeah, that is true.
The nanomachines
I mean, these
in
are.
the body will
Oh,
take
I have
care of the
nano
security
machines.
clearance and allow
So,
you access to the node.
they'll probably just drive
Complete
me
the
off.
procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able
Remember,
to
they
gain
give
access
all
for
the
a
soldiers
while.
a nano
Stay
machine
on
shot.
guard.
Got it.
This is a lot like the first one. A nano machine. That's like alien technology, right? Yeah, you got a nano machine to show off. Code name. Oh, no, backspace. RickRetro _ Birthday. Name's Retro. RickRetro. Nationality. Wonder if Canada's in here. They haven't really put Canada in many of the games. Oh yeah, dude, they got everyone in here. USA. Vatican City, was that really one? Oh, it is. What the hell? That's funny. Is that Alabama? Oh, Albania. I'm like, dude, if Alabama had its own, I'd probably have to pick Alabama. That'd be funny. Snake Nose the Pope. Yeah, the Vatican City.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Dude, these graphics are
Your radar
nice,
isn't
but I'm
affected
not
by
even
weather. But if you're
I'm not
discovered
even
by an enemy,
exaggerating
you
when I
won't be
say
able to
this.
use it.
I think
It
they're
gets
better on
killed easily, I'm
PlayStation 2.
afraid.
Just the way the
It's all
original
made
one
from
looks is
currently
so
existing
awesome.
technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic
Since this is
resonance,
4K, I
so
feel like
be
the
careful.
textures are almost too high
The
definition.
big shell's layout
They were
map should
never
now
meant
be
to look like
available after
that.
touching the start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing
I didn't
the data
ask. Does
saving and
everything
support.
sound okay?
her.
You can hear
The
everything?
Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this
Because
mission
apparently
was in an
this game
accident. Rosemary
can
was
have
brought
some
in as a
issues too, but I
replacement.
think I set it to the same
And
setting
according
I've
to
been
the
using.
files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never
It's
been a
good,
part
awesome.
of a field
Thanks,
mission.
man.
This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission,
Appreciate you
soldier.
being here
Colonel, I fail to see.
answer
I
that.
know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
Who do we want to
I
raid
was
tonight?
trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place
You
in
got
a
any
mission.
suggestions,
We've
Recons?
learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose,
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'm probably
I'll
going to get
perform
off
my
here
duties and
maybe
save
the
that
next
mission
15
data,
minutes or
But
so.
I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl
Yesterday's
who's
stream was
worried
the
about
longest one
Jack.
I've ever done.
But that
It
means,
went like
Colonel,
6
that I
hours.
am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties.
T-Pain.
Jack is not
I don't want to
simply a
raid
field
T-Pain.
personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that,
That's funny,
I will
though.
be monitoring
He's actually
and
a
keeping
good
a record
streamer.
of every communication you have with him,
I've
Colonel.
watched. I think
Given
I'm
the
following him. I've watched his
circumstances,
stream
you're free to do what
sometimes.
you
He's
see fit.
good energy.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
He's not a
His handle
toxic
is
streamer,
Raiden.
that's for sure.
For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
just
rate him
switched
anyways.
frequencies.
I'd rather find
what?
someone
what
that
day it
follows
is
me
tomorrow?
that
April 30th. Is there something
is
special
streaming
about it?
that I'm
Isn't
following.
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack.
I'm gonna
Take care.
get past this title screen here so we can watch it. And then I'm gonna save once I get to the top. These guys are about to wake up. If you remember, Metal Gear Solid 1 kind of started this way too.
Right.
Where you got on the
The
elevator.
enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
I should have kicked me. Oh shit. Bullets hurt. They're countering my flip. This is exactly how Metal Gear Solid 1 started.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
All right. This is probably a good spot. I mean, I did the tanker. Let me save it there.
What's up, Jack?
So yeah, that was good though. I did the tanker. I got this started. Got up to the shell.
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Okay. Without updated. What the fuck? I didn't do anything. Anyways, yeah, that's a good stopping point for the stream. Another good stream tonight. Appreciate Recons, Carther, Prophecy, you guys coming by. Literally, you guys coming by is why I'm still streaming, because you guys always at least come by, say what's up for a second. So appreciate the support. I'm gonna dig up Solid Snake, man. That's the mission, dude. The biggest curveball in gaming history being Raiden, but it's a good story. This is a good one too. They're all good. So here, let's raid this guy Slayer. He's in the Discord. He's a friend of the channel now, and he's a good streamer. I've enjoyed his streams. So but yeah, man, I'll be back. Maybe try to stream tomorrow or Friday. Probably won't stream over the weekend. So try to put a little dent in this game. But I'll be around. And hit me up. Maybe Saturday we can get in that Rocket League. That'd be a lot of fun. But let me start this raid up. I didn't even trigger it. Slayer _ WSS. Okay. All right, man. Recons and everyone else. Really appreciate it. Everyone stay blessed. And see you next time, whenever that is. Peace.